This is considered to be the new rarest Tier 9 German collector heavy, the Projekt Kampfpanzer 07 PE. The only way you can get your hands on this vehicle is through mystery boxes, but unfortunately enough, the reason why it is considered to be the new rarest Tier 9 is that it is a 0.05% drop chance in order to get it out of one of these containers if you are lucky enough. Fortunately, my dad was one of those lucky people, and now he has the vehicle in his garage, which is absolutely crazy to even think about, specifically so I can get a review on it. So in terms of the stats, it has 170mm of frontal turret armor and 180mm of frontal hull armor. In which this case, on paper, the armor profile may seem like it is quite insane, but when you load in your premium ammo, that is where it all changes. To where it has 271mm to about 265 on the turret, and then the full-on upper plate where this plow is located on the upper plate is 231 to 281 space. And like I said, this is where it all changes. Against 330mm of heat pen, now the cheeks are vulnerable to being overmatched, especially when you are running calibrated shells of 373. Then it opens them to even a bigger margin. Wouldn't really make much of a difference as well when this vehicle is using its 8 degrees of gun depression. Although it thickens it to only 360 to 343, it still isn't really going to be enough for the majority of tier 10s to overmatch in that regards. Same accounts for the lower plate, which is 83 to 84. Even when on flat ground, it is 109. So once we go to make our way towards the side of the vehicle, the side of the turret is 159 to 162, and then the full-on side is 75 to 77. And then for the rear, the back of the turret is 81, and then the full-on back side is 78, to which HEs are not necessarily going to be enough of 70mm to cut through the back of this vehicle. Along with that, this vehicle carries a combined 2,300 damage per minute with a 10.05 second reload time. Average pen is actually fairly solid on this thing, having tier 10 levels of pen sitting at 263 on the standard, 373 on the premium, and 70 on the high explosive. Combined as well with the average damage being of 380 on the standard, 320 on the premium, and 480 on the high explosive. Combined with pretty much medium levels of aiming time and dispersion at 2.9 with 0.277 at dispersion, which is absolutely crazy to even think about. And finally for the maneuverability, it goes 42 forward and 18 in reverse, and it also has a power to weight of 15.7 along with that. In which this case, the vehicle also has the improved suspension equipment factor, which will increase your terrain crossing no matter what surface spot that your tank is currently located, whether you're trying to turn your hull or when you're trying to move in that surface. So in terms of the Projekt Kampfpanzer 07 PE, haven't really played enough battles in order to get my initial thoughts on it, but at the same time, I do really like it, considering that aiming time can really factor into hitting your shells exactly where you're aiming at. So we're going to go ahead and demonstrate such case in our first battle. And in terms of their heavies, they have a 57 heavy, a Piranha, and a BZ68 along with a Moishin. Oh, that is a pretty rat lineup if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to head on over to the left. Looks like we got some bits of support coming along with us, which is good. I do got to admit as well, I'm not also a big fan of the legendary camo, but I do love that holographic question mark that comes out of the top. That's actually a pretty unique feature out of this thing. So, let's go ahead and mosey on through over here, see what we could spot, maybe crossing over there. So glad we didn't get pecked off by whoever's over at base B. Alright, well, we got the Piranha off to the side. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a tap into his vehicle real quick. If he does end up deciding to back on up, which it looks like that he does, Bosch bounces him, unfortunately, and I was fortunate enough to hesitate and hit my teammates. So, that's a good start. So anyways, here we go once again. Let's see what they got over here. They have a 113 GFT. It looks like he might mosey on forward. They have a 57 heavy as well. Or we got the Piranha once again. There we go. 365 tap into the side of his vehicle. I'm just going to mosey on up through right over here so I don't get plucked by any of the guys that are trying to push on forward just in case. Alright, the 95E6 is continuing to back on up, so that probably should give us another opportunity to get a tap into him if that tends to be the case. Alright, so it looks like he's backing on up further. Fortunately, my ping is screwing me up again. That ginormous hatch on his roof, which I can't really pen. I also got the BZ68. He misses us, but I bounce at the same time, so I can really accept that. So anyways, reloading once again. We got the BZ68 real quick. Not able to get that tap out into him. Let's go ahead and see. Unfortunately, not able to pin the Piranha, as that hatch is extremely troll, especially with 373 mils of P. So, let's go ahead and back on up then, and then mosey our way over here. Looks like we got the minnow spotted as that T-95 did seem to hit him within his peripheral point of view over to this side. We also got the piranha right there. 407 tap into him. All right, we got the Sheridan behind us now. All right, so let's go ahead and mosey on through towards this enemy Sheridan. See if we can get a nice tap into his vehicular real quick. There we go, 400 tap into him. Like I said, the aiming time and dispersion is pretty much medium levels. It can pretty much factor into hitting your shells exactly the way you're aiming at. So let's go ahead and try that again. Or we also got the motion off to the side. Just like that, another 365 into his vehicle. All right, so it looks like my team is not really helping me. All right, well, we got the TVP moseying on now. That's pretty good. And unfortunately, he's dead at that. So let's get another nice tap into the motion right there. It looks like that we are going to lose this battle, unfortunately. Not that it was necessarily our fault. We're pretty much doing our job here, taking care of this guy. He bounces us again. Another 347 into his vehicle. And reloading once again. We're probably going to be able to take out this motion. So I'm going to go ahead and mosey on down. Don't really care if that Sheridan is down there. All right, there he is. Look at the pen factors, dude. We can just butter through this guy's upper plate like absolutely nothing. All right, so let's go ahead and mosey on through to his side and then guarantee a clear into his vehicle. Just like that. Beautiful. All right. Now we're just going to mosey on through right around over here. Oh, never mind. It looks like we're just going to have to. All right, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get some more damage out before... Never mind. Okay, it looks like the enemies did end up winning on base cap. That is the problem with Supremacy, unfortunately. So, it's a good thing that on my main account, I did decide to turn that feature off, but on this one, I did seem to forget. But still, 2,890 damage, putting us probably top on the team in this one. Or, not really. Wow, surprisingly enough, our grill managed to withstand us, but really just goes to show that this thing's gun can be quite insane, especially when you perfect it to the best of its ability. Let's go ahead and mosey on into our second game, but real quick, I'm going to turn off Supremacy real quick so that we don't get another rap battle like that, just in case. So, you saw there that the majority of my shells were flying into where exactly that I was aiming it. That's the good thing about 2.9 seconds of aiming time, is that it can do such case. So, and that's where the phrase medium levels of aiming time and dispersion really factor into this vehicle. It's actually really surprising that it's mounted on a heavy tank in that regard. So anyways, let's see what they got. They have a 215B, a IS-7, a Type 71, and that looks like all they have in terms of their heavies. It looks like that we have our heavies going over to the right, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Do want to be careful, though, as I don't really have the best of turret armor to withstand against premium ammo. Or if anybody decides to want to plop themselves over up this little gap right here. Alright, so that doesn't intend to be the case. We got the Sheridan off to the side. Looks like our Batjet's going to try to take care of him. Hopefully he does. So, alright, let's see what's going to plop themselves up over here towards this ridgeline. Alright, we already got a Type 71 already spotted. I'm just going to go in with my T-57 Heavy and see if we can get a nice tap into the side of this thing. Or we could also hit his hatch in that regards, to which in this case we do end up bouncing it. That's unfortunate. So anyways, reloading once again. Let's see if we can try and make up that for that matter by hitting this guy in the hatch once again. There we go. 364 tap into him. And it's a very beautiful demonstration again of the gun. So I had to figure out what to say there at the slightest second. I sounded like I was a fucking Mexican. Yeah, something like that, bro. Oh my god. Alright, we got the Type once again. Oh, another nice tap into the side of his vehicle right before he plopped himself right beyond that ridgeline. So let's go ahead and reload once again. The Type 71 is continuing to try to peck us off in the process. So it looks like the only other option that we have is tunneling this enemy gag, which I'm not really concerned about. So I'm going to let my guys do that. And then I'm just going to mosey on over towards the Type right here and get another nice tapper, 343 into the side of his turret. Alright, so reloading once again. We're going to plop on our adrenaline just in case. Alright, so let's go ahead and mosey on towards the Type right there. And unfortunately miss his hatch. And yep, exactly my point to where premium ammo has a hard time trying to withstand this thing. So we got the Type right there. That is a very strange balance, if I'm not mistaken. That flew to exactly right into his weak spot. I don't really know how or why. But we got the IS-7 moseying on through. Alright, so what else? We got the WZ-120 moseying on as well. So, Let's go ahead and peck him off once for 332. All right, it looks like he's going to mosey in on us now and total me in the process. It looks like that he is probably running, he is running the top gun, which is kind of interesting. 355 into his vehicle. All right, we're going to continue to back on up because I do not want to get pecked off by the IS-7 in the process. All right, well, this guy ends up wanting to go backwards, and 491 into his rear. All right, so we're going to continue to back on up. Wow, what are these teams today, bro? Like, that is absolutely insane to even think about. All right, you know, I'm just going to continue backing on up and just minding my own business. How is that Type not even dead? That's actually really strange to even think about. So let's go ahead and mosey on through right over here. There's the IS-7. Let's get a quick tap for 405 into him. All right, we're going to reload once again. He's probably going to get a tap, or he can bounce us. That's also really good. So, 3, 2, 1, we're going to get another tap into the IS-7. All right, it looks like I am the only enemy or tank left. Oh, wow, we are going to get absolutely steamrolled at this. So, anywho, there we go. And there's another nice tap into the IS-7. We're going to reload once again. Hopefully we can get a tap maybe into somebody, or probably not. And there is another fairly solid example of a turbo battle. Whoa! Doesn't really go to show that the Projekt can be a terrible tank, but as you can see, 3357 just tells such difference in terms of that, as well as blocking 2100 damage, easily putting us top on the team in this one. Okay, here we go in game number 3. I don't really care if it is going to be a loss or if I have the worst team in the history of this godforsaken game, but I can't complain. This tank has been doing me pretty well for the past 2 battles. So here we go. Let us wait on into the QQ, or the random number generator queue system, and see how we could fare well until then. And 5 billion years later, and we are back in another battle. So, in terms of their heavies, they have an ST-1, they have a T-77, and it looks like that they also have a TSL-7 as well. Finally a Tier 8 battle. Like, come on, give me a break against the Tier 10s, bro. Like, jeez. That's the good thing as well as having 373 millimeters of heat pen on a Tier 9, is that you can basically just bully Tier 8s. That's the kind of the upside about facing lower tiers in regards to this hard-hitting gun right here. So we're going to mosey on through right around over here and see what we can do. We already got in a mill off to the side. Let's just kind of wait and see what's going to poke out right over here. Appears to be nothing really at the moment, but I could jinx myself in the long run. Okay, I'm still not spotted, which is actually kind of crazy. So, alright, we're going to mosey on towards the mill. There we go, 329 into his vehicle. Alrighty, reloading once again. Okie dokie. We got the ST-1 moseying on through now. Alright, not able to get a tap into him as he just moseys on through into cover. So let's go ahead and mosey on through right over here, as it looks like all of their vehicles are planted off over here. Ooh, we got a WZ-132-1 off to the side. 367, nice roll at that. So, reloading once again, we can also spot the TSL-7, who is able to spot us, but it looks like that he can't pen us from a distance, or he's going to have a hard time trying to do such. So let's go ahead and mosey on through over here. We got a T-77, it looks like we can spot right there out in the open. That barely missed, surprisingly enough. So, anyways, reloading once again. Let's just go ahead and mosey on through with our Charlemagne, and maybe we can get some taps into some of these guys that are probably planted themselves off in the back right over here. I don't really care if that ISU ends up pecking me off right here, but alright, well, that is crazy that none of their vehicles are really spotted off right here to where I would expected they would be. Ah, there's the WZ right there. There we go. 366 tap, and reloading once again. 3, 2, 1. Alright, this guy looks like he is a little bit of a scaredy cat at that. And we light him on fire, and he is dead. Beautiful. Okie dokie. So, anyways, I'm really concerned to where this ISU is. I would not want to be pecked off by him today. Let's go ahead and mosey up. Oh, there is the Kanoan Jagdpanzer at that, who's hiding behind the house. But he is going to plop himself. Ooh, interesting. So, Come on, back up, you stinker, or probably just come on out in the open. I would like one of the two instances to happen. Come on, good sir. You know you want to, so... Where is that ISU? That is a little bit of a concern apart from my behalf. So, we did end up getting spotted from him, and there goes my ping once again, crazy. Anyways, we got a T-77. Oh, there is the TSL-7 off to the side. Nice tap into him for 409. Alright, and let's go to reload again. Ah, there's the ISU. I've been waiting for him to expose himself for a very long time. So, let's go to mosey on through over here. We got the Kanoan Yak. Hands are right there. Where the hell did that shell go? Holy smokes, that was a terrible shot. Okay, anywho, we are going to be reloading once again. He's probably going to poke again, maybe. Oh, well, no, he's not. So, let's go to mosey on over here towards the ISU. He's probably right there. I don't really know. We also got this little stinker out over here. This game is winnable, that's for sure. So, there he is. All right, so, nice. 382 shot into him. That's the beauty part of 2.9 seconds of aiming time once again, ladies and gentlemen. So, reloading once again. Oh, I am going to get tunneled by the T-77 now. Interesting. All right, well, we got the ISU off right over here. Nice tap for 375. All right, so reloading once again. Let's go ahead and plop on our adrenaline just in case if this ISU does end up becoming spotted still. So, let's go ahead and take a blind fire right into the same spot to where he was in. Maybe we hit him, maybe we didn't, but there's only one way to tell in terms of that. So, okie doke. Let's go ahead and aim in on that same exact spot once again, just in case. Okay, it looks like that maybe I must have scared him off. I don't know, but... Oh, well, I did scare him off, but I didn't really do any further damage to him, which is unfortunate, but... Alright, well, there is the T-77. I want to go ahead and take out this TL-7 Defender real quick. Or not, which is unfortunate. ISU gets a nice tap into me. So reloading once again, I want to finish this guy off real quick before he becomes a further threat. So 3, 2, 1, and nice. All right. I did know I can out-reload him. Okay, so this is a winnable game. That's really good to see. Okay, anyways, we got the T-77. I'm just going to mosey on through over here real quick and finish this little stinker off. And just like that, third time's a charm, and it perfected ourselves in this one. I did assume that we did break past 3,500 damage without a doubt in this battle right here. 4,228, destroying 3 in the process, pulling out a second class. There we go. A much better demonstration based on this vehicle's capabilities. Putting us top on the team without a doubt. And just like that, this vehicle is a fairly solid hard hitter. I absolutely love the gun that is mounted on a heavy tank, which you are guaranteed to pretty much hit the majority of shots to where you are aiming at. So that is a pretty solid upside towards this vehicle. Hopefully you guys did end up enjoying today's video, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to turn on those bell notifications while you're at it so you do not miss out on any new videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.